This is my biggest problem with Aloy.
Enough standing around, let's keep moving.
Move your mouth when you talk, girl! I'd rather have this.
These bombs, so heavy.
See, Klee moves her mouth.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
I mean, the voice acting doesn't match up because it's in Chinese, but like, she just doesn't move her mouth. Oh, the best thing about Aloy? Tindy, my man. Sorry.
Got something for ya.
Time to summon my inner Twanto. Pull! Round 2. Summon your inner Twanto! Pull! Wait, what? Round 3. Okay, summon your inner Twanto! Pull! Yeah! First try. Y'all know what a Gigachad is? It's the dude that is so freaking cool that literally everybody gravitates toward him and the world kind of revolves around that person in a way. I think we may have found the ultimate gamer Gigachad this month. Brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends! Raid Shadow Legends is a fun, fast-paced RPG. In Raid, you can find 600 champions to collect. And there's an amazing new legendary champion in the game right now that you may recognize. It's Ninja. I mean, just look how badass he is. He's got a katana, a bow and arrow, and he controls both ice and fire. I mean, it's honestly one of the best looking character designs in the game. And he just doesn't look good. He is absolutely beast in battle too. He hits super hard and he's awesome in pretty much any boss in the game. And this month, Raid released a huge new Doom Tower update. There are 2 huge bosses new to take on: Astronix the Dark Fae and Bomble of the Dreadhorn, along with new enemy balance on tower floors, new secret rooms to discover, and most importantly, a new artifact set to win. So there's one very special event in the brand new feature, Super Raids. Super Raids lets you double up on your rewards from hitting dungeons and massively speed up your progress. What I like about this game is how freaking meme lord it is. I mean, they put Ninja in the game, bro. What do you mean? And they always have these hilarious skits. If you want to get a huge set start on Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan my QR code and you have an epic hero, Chonoro, who's amazing in the Doom Tower, 200,000 silver, 1 XP boost, an energy refill, and an ancient shard, so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in the game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here, and once you're in the game, you can find me under the name Sekapoko, and if you're fast, you can join my clan. And it's that easy. Just click the link in the description. I'll see you in game. Thanks again, Raid, for sponsoring this video. First impression of Aloy.
Let me scry. Fate is upon you. Boom. Enhanced animal module 75. Ever seen one of these? You're stuck now. You can't run. Stand clear.
Not bad for a combo. Level 6 talents? 50k? That's not bad.
Shadows of fate. Written in the stars.
And the ulti's back up too.
The hunt is on. Animal test 6308. This'll pack a punch. You can't run.
You swirl the bombs? Oh, look at that. Look at the bomb radius.
Delve into destiny. Punishment. Absorption test. Fate is upon
I haven't actually autoed on her yet, but I'm just like swapping a lot.
You're stuck now. Ever seen one of these?
That was very impressive. For a level 6 talent character with a stringless, that was pretty impressive. Okay, so Aloy is kind of a Gigachad, but she's a very weird character. Artifact build-wise for her, there are about 5 different artifact builds that I've tried. The most interesting one that people are going to be going for is the 4-piece cryo set on Aloy. And they're gonna wonder if this is good. The answer is yeah, kinda. With certain weapons, it's okay. I find the 4-piece cryo set to be a decent option. One of the more fun options that I found is gonna be either 2-piece cryo and 2-piece noblesse in order to get yourself the higher damage in the ultimate. And the other thing I've tried, of course, is cryo gladiator. I really like cryo gladiator as far as the overall best option for like a melt Aloy. It does feel like the most powerful because I do feel like Aloy's more of an off-field character, and when you want to do more auto attacks, it is pretty good. I've also tried the Shimenawa set with Aloy. This one I found to be a very interesting set, but very difficult to work around.
because of the way that her elemental skill works and interacts with the team compositions, and the way that High Tide is currently working in content. I've tried it outside of the Abyss, and when I tried this one without High Tide, it worked a little bit better because it was able to keep the rotations up a little bit higher and the damage was a little bit better. And we did get the highest auto attack damage numbers, obviously, from using the Shimmer set. Another build that people have been talking about is the 4-piece emblem set. I don't think this set's going to be good because of the main thing with Aloy is that she's a 40 cost character for ultimate, and when you use one elemental skill, you get 5 particles back. So the 4-piece emblem set does not seem like the best way to go. Even though it get the highest burst damage out of this, it just seems like you're wasting statistics. You could also do a hybrid build of Gladiator and Shimenawa if you want to. Any of the builds do work well for Aloy, but I'd say that between all of them, Freeze Comp Aloy is really interesting and fun and kind of cool for quick swapping, and the Melt build Aloy is also a cool option, and I do find it to be good in certain situations. For weapons going into it, I've tried Thundering Pulse, Amos Bow, Skyward Harp, Stringless. I've tried Blackcliff, Hamayumi, and the thing I found to be the best, which is the weapon I didn't even get to try, is the Alley Hunter. For an auto attack build, Thundering Pulse is obviously going to be the best overall option. Rust or Hamayumi do okay as far as decent options to go there. But the thing is that Aloy's main damage is going to be primarily on her elemental skill and elemental burst, and the auto attack value that you get out from the Hamayumi or Rust is really not that great. The thing that makes the Thundering Pulse good is going to be the critical damage that you receive from the weapon, and that makes it a very strong weapon. We also tried it with the Amos Bow with the Wanderer's Troop set, and I found this to be a very, very weak build. Course, but we did, hit the 40k charge shots, right? The balance build weapon, which was really interesting, was the Skyward Harp. And I tried this on melt builds and freeze builds, and honestly, it was pretty decent, but it definitely didn't feel like it won in any category as far as the best overall weapon. My favorite weapon to use as a free-to-play player would definitely be the Blackcliff Warbow. The elemental skill and elemental burst, as well as coming onto the field to be able to use your auto attacks with high attack percentage, seems like the best overall way to go, especially with high spike damage crits for freeze and melt builds overall. The Stringless I felt was a very interesting option, but it only really worked really well on melt builds. On freeze builds, of course, the elemental mastery on this is completely wasted, so all you're getting out of it is a 48% damage bump from using Stringless, and I feel like this weapon is really good on the melt again, but not so much on freeze builds. For the Sacrificial Bow, this is my main issue. When you throw your second Chill Water Bomb with Aloy, the first Chill Water Bomblets will actually explode, so you don't get to keep the bomblets on the field. The overall best weapon, I think, would be the Alley Hunter. I know this weapon is more of a limited weapon, and a lot of people do not have access to this weapon, but if you're looking for a 4-star go-to weapon, this seems like the best overall 4-star go-to weapon because of how the passive actually works, giving you a total of 40% extra damage as well as giving you an attack percentage buff with a high base attack. The last thing I want to talk about on her for weapons is going to be the Predator Bow. A lot of people are going to be asking about this because it's the free bow you actually get, and this passive only works if you're on PSN. To be perfectly honest, this weapon is also really, really bad because this weapon in particular is a Refine 1 4-star weapon. You get an extra 66 flat attack from this weapon and a total of 20% normal and charge attacks after you deal any cryo damage for 6 seconds. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if this was Refine 5 and you could use it while on PC, it'd be better. But as is, it's kind of trash. For talent allocation on Aloy, I feel like the normal attack was kind of led into being pretty decent for normal attack builds, but the big thing for Aloy, I think, would be her elemental skill and elemental burst. Of course, she seems more like a big elemental skill, elemental burst kind of carry. The thing with her ability here is that this ability in particular is actually on, for the elemental skills, on a 20-second cooldown, whereas their elemental burst is only on a 12-second cooldown. And because there's such a disparity between the two cooldowns, what you end up doing is like having an elemental burst up while you don't have your elemental skill up in the meantime. All right, Fish Hat, my man, do it. Elemental skill, elemental skill. Suck in the bombs. Bend it above. Oh, and then we're gonna do one of these. Another okay, dude, just chill the fuck out. Okay, elemental skill again. Aloy! That's pretty good.
This'll pack a punch.
You really need to shred the cryo. There's no way you can use.
Oh, you can swap. Oh, that's wonderful. She's like a Yoimiya that can swap. Oh, that's so cool. That's super helpful. She's a Yoimiya that can swap. Oh, that's awesome.
Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Okay, so when you these snapshots.
Not bad, not
The
bad.
hunt is on.
Taking it serious.
Those with no react, not bad.
Wind strike right.
You should swirl a cryo.
All we do is run.
This'll pack a punch.
No use hiding back here.
NB sits cute, yeah. How far is the range?
Ever seen one of these?
It's pretty far. Dude knocks him away? How rude, dude.
Written in the stars.
Alright, so I don't have any stacks, right? Get any more air.
Got something for ya.
That range is cool as fuck.
You're stuck now.
All right, closing thoughts on Aloy. I think that she's awesome, and I think the thing that she needs, of course, is Constellations. I hope that she gets them. I feel like right now she's in a state in the game where no one wants to build her, and because no one wants to build her because the talent materials that she requires are the same materials that everyone requires for both Raiden Shogun as well as Sarah, and then Kokomi's going to take these materials most likely as well, and then Toma in the future. So this character seems like it's a character that's not going to be built by a lot of players, and past talent level 6, just because there's not enough resources in Genshin to allocate for this. I think this would have been way better if this character had resources from, say, Duval and Storm Terror or something like that, because having this character use the most recent talent materials is kind of sucky, and I really don't like that. I hope that if they do things like this in the future, with at least 3 5-stars in 1 month, they'll like reallocate resources so that people can actually build her and have fun with her. For future, I hope that she gets Constellations, and I hope that she gets Constellations kind of the way the Traveler get Constellations, where you get like the Electro Traveler things, where you actually just go out in the open world and get all the Constellations for free. I hope that that's the case for Aloy, because she's a free character, and I hope we never have to summon for Constellations. If they end up giving her Constellations with lots of cool things, I noticed when I was looking at her kit, I was trying to find her what's it called, her vision, and her vision does look different than a lot of the other visions. Every other vision that I've seen is round, I think, except for like some diamond ones, but I haven't seen any star ones. I saw diamond ones, but none of the visions that in the game, if you look in the top left hand corner, are of the same shape. They're all diamonds or they're round. And then the Inazuma ones have like a little thing in the background, but she has like the only one that I've seen that's like a star shape. So I hope that she actually gets Constellations in the future, that we actually get them like for free, kind of similar to the way we do Traveler. Hopefully we do, because I really do want them. The thing with Traveler is Traveler a very similar shape to the same star shape that Aloy has up here in the Constellations. So maybe we will. That's my take. That's gonna do it for this video. My name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna watch this video. I can't talk right now because my mouth is all dry and I need to get some water. Have a great day, guys. Peace.